Hi, everyone, and welcome back to yet another exciting live session by Voice of Crypto in these daily lives. As you guys are already aware, we talk about all things crypto, Web3, and blockchain. And the day yesterday and today, of course, has been rather dramatic in terms of price movement. We saw Bitcoin reach or make new short term highs. Almost a yearly high price high was made by Bitcoin. But yesterday we saw not just BTC but quite a few altcoins drop in terms of price, and this was largely followed after BTC saw a dump in terms of price down to the 40.5 K US dollar level, and how we can navigate from here, how the market will react, and what exactly caused to this major crypto market dump is something that we will be taking a look at in today's show. But before that, I have a few announcements for anyone who's joined. The first one being, as you guys are already aware, we do a lot of rewards and a lot of giveaways here at Voice of Crypto. And once again, I would bring it to light that we are doing $100 weekly giveaway on Voice of Crypto that can be availed via the Voice of Crypto announcement channel on TG. The link to that announcement group is left in the comment section, live comment section of whichever social media you guys are joining. So watch out for the link and just simply copy paste that onto your browser or in your phone, and you'll be redirected to our Voice of Crypto's announcement group on Telegram. That is a prerequisite for availing a part or the entirety of the reward pool that we have set aside. So don't miss out on that. And before we start, none of what we say on these sessions or what our guests say on these live sessions is financial advice. So make sure that you do your own research in the market and keep a check of these hyper volatile markets. Cryptocurrencies are still volatile. DYOR is the key to success in this market. Now, without further ado, we will take a look at um, the crypto market cap, top cryptocurrencies for today, as well as BTC price action. The global crypto market cap, which a couple days back reached or blasted through the 1.65 trillion US dollar mark, is now back to the 1.57 trillion USD mark, noting a 0.62% decrease in the last one day. Crypto market volumes have increased by over 7%. Current crypto market volumes are about 79 billion. The total volume in DeFi made 11% of the total crypto market's 24-hour volume. The volume of stable coins made about over 91% of the total crypto market. There's a bit of fall in the Bitcoin dominance as well, and almost 0.5% fall. However, BTC dominance has maintained above the 51% level, which is a good sign for the market, at least now. That said, a quick look at the top cryptocurrencies shows us that there has been quite a bit of pullback, but quite a few cryptocurrencies managed to recover in the last one day or so. We can already see Polkadot, Avalanche, Cardano, and Solana, as well as BNB, making some amount of gains despite the fact that BTC has noted the drop in price that it did. BTC fell from the over 45K US dollar mark below the 42K mark, even managed to touch the 41,000 US dollar mark. Rather, we can clearly see that the 40.5K mark was retested by BTC just yesterday, and we're still in a recovery phase and expecting BTC to get back to the over 45K level. But if that doesn't happen, we can be mindful of this 37 to 38K US dollar mark. We saw BTC sort of navigate this price range for a really long time throughout November, October. We saw that this particular 37K range has acted as a decent support resistance mark for BTC. So if at all there's a price fall which further leads to losses, then we can expect BTC to stabilize at the 37 to the 38K mark. But like we said, none of what we say on these sessions is financial advice. So do your own research. But from a more speculative perspective, this does act as a good range for Bitcoin price. For now, however, despite there's a bit of uptick in the volumes, the 24-hour trade volumes, market cap, and price hasn't stabilized. If there is another fall in Bitcoin, we can expect the 37 to 38K mark playing or acting as a considerable price point in the trajectory going forward. Ethereum price once again mirroring BTC's. The gains, the losses are pretty much reflecting on Ethereum the same way they have on BTC. An over 1.5% drop for both the top two cryptos. BNB, on the other hand, is noting quite a decent pump at this point, over 5% gains on the daily, over 9% on the weekly. Not much to look out for in XRP price action, with XRP falling by a little less than 1%. But on a weekly level, XRP has still maintained a certain balance with the 1% gains. But what are 1% gains if we take a look at Solana, which has managed to maintain the over 15% weekly gains and has also gained over 1.5% on the daily price chart? On the hyper short term price chart, we can see Ethereum, BTC, XRP, Solana, Cardano, AVAX, Dogecoin, most of these top cryptocurrencies in the top 15, 20, sort of falling in terms of price, barring one, that is Cosmos's Atom, which has now managed to place itself on the 20th position by market cap. And Cosmos's gains are notable, would be an interesting altcoin to take a look at in the coming days or so. But other than that, we do see Dogecoin falling by over 3%. Avalanche's AVAX we saw has rallied quite a bit, over 80% in the last week or so. Same goes for Cardano, which has managed to gain almost 50% in the last 1 week. So these two DeFi ecosystems seem to be booming quite a bit, including Solana, Avalanche, and of course, Polkadot. So these are a few altcoins that can be on your watch list going forward. But a quick look at the top gainers shows us that KuCoin token has rallied quite a bit today. Same goes for Osmosis OSMO token, which entered the top 100, if I'm not wrong, just today. And how it's going to perform, we are yet to see. But Celsius, TIA token, Beam, Injective, AVAX, Audi, VeChain, and Cosmos are some of the biggest gainers of the day. In terms of the coins that have lost the most in terms of price, we see Fractures FXS token, eCash's XCC token, CurveDAO CRV, BTT, FTT token, Luna token, and as well Toncoin and Pepe. Toncoin and Pepe have noticed sort of pumps and dumps in these few weeks, and their ecosystems are pretty interesting at the moment. How it will pan out in terms of price for these two altcoins is something that remains to be seen. That said, we will now be taking a quick look at our top news of the day, which is the news section that we have during these sessions. And before I start with the news, quick update about our weekly giveaway, which we do via our Telegram announcement group. If you haven't already, please go ahead and check out Voice of Crypto's Telegram announcement group, where you can find all the updates about our weekly $100 giveaway. The link to our groups have been left on your social media app, whichever you're joining. Check out the live comments section, and you will find a link to join right there. Now, first, before we begin with the top news of the day, a quick update around the market. Gold prices gold saw a loss in value. So did Bitcoin and the global crypto market cap, which has left investors globally worrying whether the global stock market, would see a similar fate, or whether S&P 500 will also sort of be a part of the same storm, the financial storm that we saw as this week opened. However, there's a bit of negative correlation between gold and the stock market value, which makes a promising outlook for the stock market anyway in the short term. But what we know for sure is that while BTC and gold have had a better correlation in the short term, SPX hasn't been correlated with BTC or gold, which does mean that there's not a lot to worry for in terms of the global financial market. But for the crypto market and for the crypto market and gold prices, there's a little bit of worries in the market still. Um, in terms of news, we saw an interesting take from DTCC, which is betting on blockchain by acquiring digital infrastructure companies amid heightened optimism for Bitcoin ETF. And now Bitcoin ETF has been a subject of discussion for quite a few months, has been throughout this year. But steps that would be taken on that or about that is something that we're all waiting for, and that would definitely lead to a lot happening in terms of price, not just for BTC, but also play well for the larger crypto narrative as well. But another news came in from El Salvador, where world's first Bitcoin bonds receive regulatory approval. Now, this is a big news, and these bonds are expected to launch in Q1 next year. A lot of social media posts by the president of Salvador, Nayib Bukele, suggest that these bonds are all set to take off and have finally received a regulatory nod. That said, in another news, China has asked to verify citizens' identity with a new blockchain based platform. With this, we see a lot more adoption in terms of blockchain tech. In another news, Kathy Wood's ARK Invest offloaded nearly 13 million worth of GBDC, which could have been correlated to the BTC price drop that we saw. We already know that there are quite a few firms that are heavily invested in Bitcoin, including Kathy Wood's ARK Invest, which let go of around 13 million worth of GBDC trust shares. And that wasn't it. This was not the only reason why we saw the dump that we did between yesterday and today. There were also a lot of long positions on exchanges that were open that led to this mere drop that we saw in price. According to quite a few analysts, the open interest on quite a few exchanges was a bit too high, and most traders leveraged their long positions as quite a few short-term traders took out profits. So this could be traders who bought anywhere between 37 to 42K. These are the traders that must have or could have liquidated on various exchanges, and this led to a bit of drop in price that we saw in BTC's values over the last couple of days, um, along with Cathy Wood's ARK Invest offloading almost 30 million worth of GBDC. And I think this is one of the primary reasons that led to our drop in price for BTC, as well as the dump that we have been talking about. So this is me decoding the crypto market dump that happened in the last couple of days for you all. This is it, my friends, for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be seeing you tomorrow at the same time in all of these same platforms. And be prepared for an exciting live session with an exciting guest. We'll be dropping updates about that really soon. And if you haven't yet checked out, go ahead, check out our Voice of Crypto announcement group on Telegram for news analysis and the top alpha from the Web3 space. This is it for today. I'll see you tomorrow with fresh news and exciting updates from the Web3 market.